It started as a joke. When Ayaan arrived at the old boarding school hostel, everyone warned him about one thing: the last room on the third floor. Room 13. No one stayed there. Not anymore. At first, he thought it was just another silly hostel myth. Every school had one. A haunted bathroom, a ghost in the corridor, footsteps at night. He didn't believe any of it. But what caught his attention wasn't the story. It was the fact that no one ever went near that room. Not even during the day. The corridor leading to room 13 always looked darker than the rest of the building. The lights flickered slightly, and the air felt colder. One evening, during dinner, his roommates started talking again. They say someone used to live there, one of them whispered, and Ayaan asked. They disappeared. That word stayed in his mind. Disappear. Disappear. No explanation. No trace. Later that night, as the hostel went quiet, Ayaan lay on his bed, staring at the ceiling. He couldn't stop thinking about that room. Curiosity slowly replaced fear. Around midnight, he got up. The corridor was silent. Too silent. As he walked toward the third floor, his footsteps echoed louder than they should have. The lights flickered again. And then, sa Italiano, room 13. The door was slightly open. Ayaan paused. No one had touched that door in years. So why was it open? He slowly pushed it. Inside, the room looked normal. A dusty bed, a table, an old mirror. Nothing unusual. But something felt wrong. Very wrong. The air was colder, heavy. He stepped inside, and that's when the door behind him slowly creaked shut. On its own. Ayaan froze. He turned quickly and tried to open it. It wouldn't move. Locked. From the outside, his heart started beating faster, and then he had something. A faint whisper, right behind him. Ayaan slowly turned around. The room was empty, but the whisper didn't stop. It wasn't clear, just a low, broken voice, like someone trying to speak from far away. He stepped back, his eyes scanning every corner. Hela, Khalid out. No, unswear, only silence. Then suddenly, the old mirror on the wall made a soft cracking sound. Ayaan looked at it. For a second, he thought he saw something move inside the reflection. But when he blinked, it was gone. His breathing got heavier. He rushed back to the door and started knocking. Open the door. No response. The hostel was completely silent. 10 knocked from inside the wall. Ayaan stopped. The sound came again. Knock. Knock. But this time, it wasn't from the door. It was coming from behind the mirror. Slowly, with shaking hands, he walked toward it. The whisper grew louder. He reached out and touched the mirror. It was ice cold. And then suddenly, a handprint appeared on the other side of the glass. Ayaan jumped back. That's when he realized something terrifying. The handprint wasn't and it was moving. Ayaan stumbled back, his mind racing. The handprint slowly slid down the mirror, as if someone inside was trying to come out. Who's there? It whispered. The room suddenly felt even colder. Then, in the reflection, he saw something. A figure standing behind him. Ayaan turned instantly, nodding. He looked back at the mirror. The figure was still there, watching him. Not moving. His heart was pounding now. He couldn't understand what was real anymore. The whisper turned into a clearer voice. Ayaan shook his head. No. No. I'm leaving. He ran to the door again, pulling it with all his strength. Steel. Lock. Then the lights flickered violently. The mirror cracked further. The figure inside it started moving closer. Ayaan backed away slowly. The voice grew louder. You came. Now. Stay. Suddenly, the room went completely dark. For a moment, there was nothing. No sound. No light. Just darkness. And then Ayaan felt something cold touch his shoulder. Ayaan screamed and turned around. The lights came back. The room was empty again. No figure, no shadow, nothing. Breathing heavily, he stepped back, and then he noticed something strange. The door. It was open. Slowly, he walked toward it. He stepped out into the corridor. Everything looked normal. The lights were steady. No flickering. No darkness. It was as if nothing had happened. Confused and shaken, Ayaan rushed back to his room. The next morning, he told everyone what he saw, but no one believed him. One of the seniors laughed. Room Trizzy, Sa'i. That room has been locked for years. Ayaan frowned. I was inside it. The senior shook his head. Impossible. They all went to the third floor together. Ayaan's heart was racing. They reached the corridor, and then he froze. Room 13. The door was completely sealed, covered in dust, and locked from the outside with an old rusted chain. It looked like it hadn't been opened in years. Ayaan stepped back slowly. His hands started shaking. If this room was locked, then how did he go inside? No one had an answer. That night, as Ayaan lay in his bed, trying to sleep, he heard something, a fine whisper, very close to his ear. You came back. Ayaan's eyes widened because this time the voice wasn't coming from room 13. It was coming from inside his room.